Truman Talks Law on Great Day Live is sponsored by the Karl Truman Law Office.
Do you ever feel powerless against insurance companies like they're the wolf and you're the sheep, or worse, you're Little Red Riding Hood?
Attorney Karl Truman knows all about that, and he's written the book on it, Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. Karl, covering a lot of territory in this book, basically telling people what you say their insurance company really doesn't want them to know.
That's right. You know, part of what I've talked about before is that I believe that the best client, the best consumer is an informed consumer. You know, nobody expects to get up this morning and think, oh, I'm going to be in an auto accident today. So we got to be prepared and understand what our rights are and what we're dealing with in advance before it happens.
What's some of the wolf-like behavior that people need to worry about?
Well, some of the things that we talk about in the book are what I call weasel clauses, you know, things in fine print in insurance company contracts that give them wiggle room to get out of trying to pay claims, understanding what is uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage, understanding that under certain types of policies, if you think you have uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage, you may not actually have the amount of coverage you think you do. So it's good to know that in advance before you need it.
Exactly. Planning for it in case it does happen, in case you are in an accident. So investing in enough insurance coverage.
Absolutely, and it's just like so often clients will come to me or call me and they'll say, well, I have full coverage, and I tell them, well, that doesn't really tell me anything. We have to look at your insurance policy to know what coverage you really have.
Yeah, if you're underinsured, I mean, I think a lot of people don't realize that they're underinsured in certain areas, or maybe they decided to cut corner when they were going to buy a policy. And again, as you said, some of the language gets complicated and people just sort of sign here and forget about that. But there are a lot of difficulties with people being underinsured.
And that's true. And that's why I felt it was important. I collaborated with some other attorneys together to jointly prepare this book to inform consumers so they're better able to know what they're getting into ahead of time.
Okay, in this question here, what is the most important auto insurance coverage that you must have? Are you going to tell us now, or do we need to read the book?
Read the book to find out.
What it is.
That's right. It talks about things like that in the book, and I'm giving this away to consumers. I mean, it does sell on Amazon.com, but for prospective clients or consumers who are interested in this, I'm willing to give away free copies because, again, I really think it's important to be fully informed and know what you're dealing with.
Also, there's the issue of the insurance company's doctor, which is naturally, I'm going to guess here, but I'm thinking the insurance company doctor is going to say, you're fine.
Well, that's true. It was actually exposed in some litigation that certain insurance company doctors, they were just running paper mills. They would have clerks who would cut and paste standard language on every denial letter in their medical report, and it's really atrocious, some of the things that they get away with. And we see the same insurance company doctors time and time again, and so yeah, it really talks about how to deal with some of that.
And you just have to fight for your rights again when somebody's just going to, their first word and main word is no, over and over again, no, no, and you're trying to tell them I'm hurt from this.
And well, one of our jobs is to fight to expose some of these insurance company tactics that the public does not know and is not aware of. So they need to know what is really going on here.
And again, you can get a lot of information, Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, and you are offering free copies of this book to people that want to give your office a call.
Just call my office directly and we will send you a free copy.
All right, that number is 502-2222.
And TrumanLaw.com. You can learn more online as well. Karl, we appreciate it.
Thank you
so much.
There can be serious complications with women who have undergone